Yo, appreciate y'all bringing us through live at the barber shop. We got the Vodkila, the world's first premium vodka and tequila blend, man. We definitely appreciate y'all, man. And this is the place to be. If you want to be anywhere, it's live at the barber shop. Peace. 2 fingers, man. See y'all later.
Oh, yeah.
Ready. I think we got one. Hold and bang. Y'all time. We got one. Ain't shit changed. Nah. It's time to shine a light on them. Got better. Just got better. Those hating on the movement, we gon' shine a light on them. You better have a good reason to come out. Yeah, it's the season. Niggas gon' dumb out. I'm riding with my gun out just in case I got a bug out.
Oh, yeah.
With the hate, cause I ain't bring the
love
love out.
Baby. Live at the barber shop, man. We back again. Told y'all, man, we ain't playing with y'all. We coming, man. I hope y'all ready. Y'all had a great time last night, you know what I'm saying? Went to the casino. Grabbed this right here, you know what I'm saying? Kevin Chow signed it. Cool dude. You know, Peter Shoes out there, you know what I'm saying? Looking like a ball player. Word. Did his thing, man. Had a great time with my cuz. Y'all already know what it is, man. We party till we drop, man. But today, this is Live at the Barbershop, man. We got in-studio guests. My boy, Big Will. We got Anthony Armstead in the building, and he repping that Vodkila. I'm sipping on that Vodkila. Y'all better go get y'all some Vodkila, and we gonna do what it do, baby. Yo, Ant, what's good, baby?
Oh, man, my pleasure, my pleasure.
Live
at the barbershop, man. I'm honored, brother. I appreciate you, man, for having me on. And, yo, you know, let's get right to it, bro.
Let's get into it, man. How long you been, well, what gave you the passion to say, you know what, let me start up a liquor company?
Oh, you know what, this was kind of brought on as like kind of a neighborhood thing, you know what I mean? At the time, I owned a cafe called Jazz My Cup, and my boys was running around with this little mixed drink in the cup, and they called nutcrackers, and you know, some of my boys had it in like juice containers or whatever they decided to mix this thing with, you know, and they was like, hey, yo, let's put this in your store, man. Let's sell this, right? It's like, man, we can't do that, man. You know what I mean? I said, listen, let's talk about it, and you know, we might be able to do something with it. So I said, listen, let's sit down and really figure this out, because this could be a business. I see people really like this thing, you know. At the time, it was like 5 of us, man, running around just trying to sell it like in the nutcracker containers, and I was saying, man, we could really do this, man. Let's make this out of a real business. Yeah, you know what I mean? I said, I guarantee you, in a year we'll have a formula to get this on the shelf. You know what I mean? And so be it, man. It was me and my boy Raheem. God bless the dead. Rest in peace to him. Rest in peace to my man K-Tar and Tootie. Like I said, 3 members left, man. You know, ED, my brother, and my man Mark Callahan. You know, we just wanted to start something, and you know, I just took my business savvy and just kind of brought it into the game here. You know, we knocked on a lot of doors to try to figure out how you could really make alcohol. Or, you know, because we was just doing it with just some juices and mixed up alcohols, you know, like 5, 6 different alcohols, mixing it together. And, you know, finally, bro, we got to the right people, and we got the right connection. It took a long time. And we said, you know, let's get this formula out, man, to the masses of people who really like this drink. You know, it was at the time, it was called One Night Stand. Ooh. You know what I mean? But that had a ceiling on it. Yeah, you feel me?
You was going in the right direction.
Yeah. You know, I mean, the ladies was loving it. You know, everybody who tasted loved it. So we were like, you know what? We can't really do the one night stand, because you know it was hard with the trademark. It's hard, you know, just sending applications in to get the name registered through the TTB, which, you know, the trading tobacco, you know, for alcohol. You know, that was tough. So I said, you know, listen, we got this far. Let's just figure something else out, man. Let's just name it the original thing. We cut the all the other ingredients down, and we just said, let's go with the vodka and the tequila that's in it. What are we gonna name it? Let's name it Vodkila. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it was just a run, man. So that's pretty much how I got into it, man. It was kind of substance, like, you know, everybody was just wanting to do something. You know what I mean? And we just start test marketing it on people. And, people start calling for it. So I was like, hey, listen, man, we could really make something out of this. So that's pretty much how it got started. It was, it wasn't no grandma, grandpa story. This is a first generation, bro. You know what I mean? So we finally got the formula made. And then we really found out what it took to really be in the alcohol business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that wasn't easy, man. That wasn't easy at all. You know what I mean?
It can't be, because the business is it's been set up for so many generations back. So to be a newcomer, how do you say, you know what? Fuck them. Y'all need to drink this Vodkila.
Bro, man, that's something that, we still kicking down doors on. You know what I mean? We knew that we would be the first ones kind of in a double spirit category, so that right there was kind of exclusive to the game now.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So we had the vodka and we had the tequila. It wasn't just mixing your little brands in the house. Now this is an actual formula now. You know what I mean? We had to find now distributors to get it out there to really, let them understand that, yo, listen, we on some groundbreaking stuff, man. You know what I mean? This is a double spirit. This is something that people like. The first thing people say is, oh, vodka and tequila, but I do like both of them. You know what I'm saying? So let me try it. So it's just the creativity and how we try to promote it, on how we try to give it to the masses, and how we try to change people's minds about drinking. You understand what I'm saying? So those are some of the things, man, that we do to kind of, just get people onto Vodkila.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Drink responsibly.
Yeah, man. Drink selectively, bro.
You dig. Yeah, I was talking to my bro Will about it, and he said he heard about this shit like 7 years ago.
Yeah, man.
So y'all been grinding.
Yeah, man. I mean, listen, this will be our 7th year anniversary, April 1st,
Happy birthday
bro.
to Vodkila.
Appreciate you, man. And that's just on the market. Now, that wasn't the development part. You understand what I'm saying? This will be 7 years actually on the market, being sold like in New York, Virginia, New Jersey, Michigan. You know what I mean? This is all part of the grind. So I appreciate, man, him noticing so long ago. You know what I mean? Because we were just like a concept back then. Now, we're a proven strategy now. Like, people are really going to the store and buying this stuff. You know what I mean? So it's just a everyday grind. You know what I mean? We deal with alcohol companies we're competing with alcohol companies that have been out there for 100 years. You understand what I'm saying? With different brands that people have already adopted for themselves. Like, like our old school friends, like my father, he loved like Bacardi. That became his drink. There was a million other drinks out there, but he wanted Bacardi. You know what I'm saying? Because of that era. That's what he's doing it, and that's what we have to do, man. We know we have to kind of build an eclectic audience that would just love this brand, and that's the way I see it growing. You know what I mean? And them being able to spread it, to their friends, family, people who do enjoy adult beverages.
That's ill. You said that because like I drink Henny. You know what I'm saying? And my sons drink Henny. So you said, yo, my pops. So what made you say, you know what, I'm going to do vodka? Was it like a?
Nah, it was just the actual drink that we were running around. It was a vodka based drink.
Okay.
So we just kept it authentic to that. Right. Although, I'll tell you now, it had gin in it, it had rum in it, it had vodka in it, it had, when we were running around with the one night stand, it had some everything in there. You know what I mean? It just boiled down to the two main drinks that were in there. You know what I mean? And that's another one of the things. It's like we have a lot of our young culture that's drinking Henny. It's because now that became their drink. You understand what I'm saying? There's a million amazing cognacs and brandies out there, and brandy is just the real cognac. A lot of people don't know because they're not educated on that.
Let's talk about it. You know what I mean?
It's a cognac region that's from, so that's why they call it a cognac. So we kind of lift that up to a little higher degree of drink. But I deal with different drinks like South African drinks and brandies and cognacs and things like that that are out there on the market, man, that we we need to go ahead and start embracing as well. You know, so that's a whole nother sector though. But you know, with the Vodkila, man, the people who enjoy Vodkila, who are vodka drinkers and tequila drinkers, and that enjoy Vodkila, man, we wish to just keep pushing that, and you know, we just wish to keep making the brand grow. This is a 7-flavor line right now. We just have the Vodkila watermelon and Vodkila straight here with you today.
Yo. So, looking right,
and the watermelon.
I ain't even gonna hold you away, you know what I'm saying?
No
this
doubt.
bottle's looking kind of sexy, B. You know what I'm saying? So when you doing your joint and you saying, all right, do you have like specialists for the taste and all that? Or you guys are doing that?
Yeah, you know, in the beginning, you know, we started out trying to go into the stores and do tastings and things like that, but we seen our roles started to get, you know, more demanding, you know, as far as running the day-to-day business and things like that.
You can't do it all.
You know, we hired some girls who we dubbed the Vodkila girls. You know, so
Shout out to the Vodkila girls.
Shout out Vodkila girls, man. Right. Oh man, there's so many of them, bro. I don't want to start naming them, but Natural All Day, April, Winter. Oh man, they do a great job, man. They get out there and they taste the people, the consumers on this brand, you know what I mean? And it's not just that, it's just that they kind of draw them in to our movement and what we're doing, you know what I mean? And it's kind of build a customer is pretty much what they're helping us do, you know what I mean? Not only are they giving them a great brand to drink, to go home and drink, or to, you know, promote to them, it's just that like they're kind of gaining a friend as well for the brand. So, you know, people become attached to it. You know what I mean? So those are some of the things that we do, man. You know, like the in-store tastings, the, you know, in-club tastings, things like that, so people could get familiar with the brand. You know, and that's a big job, bro.
Yeah,
it's a real big job, man. I'm telling you.
Because if you think about clubs and liquor stores,
expensive.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy to get around. So
it is.
Word of mouth is do you got some like rappers or singers and stuff like that shouting this stuff out?
Yeah, man. Shout out Mr. Cheeks, Lost Boys, man. You know, he's one of my ambassadors as well for the Vodkila, man. You know what I mean? He's been doing this thing and promoting it amongst his peers and people who are, you know, out there just really making it happen. We also have the Vodkila DJs. Shout out Ron G, EJ the DJ. No doubt. EJ the DJ, Sounds of Jersey. Oh man, there's just so many of them. My man, oh my God, if I start just naming all of them, it's just gonna show. But listen, Vodkila DJs, y'all knew who y'all are. Yeah. All right. But they've been part of the program as well for the last couple of years. So they're able to really capture that audience that they have as well. You know, get them to get out there and start screaming Vodkila DJs, drink that Vodkila, because it helps with the club sales. It helps, you know, if I go in to sell a case to the club and I have the Vodkila DJs in there, I'm guaranteeing that club owner that case is moving. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's what my guys are in there doing with them and the Vodkila girls. They're in there, then they're making this stuff work. You understand what I'm saying? So now you not only just have a crowd just coming to enjoy themselves, but now they're being introduced to something new and something eclectic that they can take away with them. You understand what I'm saying? And it's all about the feel good. Yeah. If you had a good time and this is what you was doing, drinking Vodkila while you had that good time, you're going to want to relive it again.
Now when you go home and you cooking, you gonna grab some.
Grab that Vodkila. You know, I mean, my wife is the advocate of Vodkila. You know what I mean? She she walk around with a cup every day. But you know, I'm not saying that she an alcoholic enough. But you know, but listen, at the end of the day, man, you know, it's a relaxer. You know what I mean? So you know, people. I mean, I've seen people cook with it and everything. You know what I mean? But it's definitely something, man. It's definitely a smooth drink. You know, if you would have to have it to really understand and really indulge to figure out how this works for you. You know, it's great as a mixed drink. It's great as a straight shooter drink. You know, we do it sometime at the Gracie Mansion at the mayor's house. You know what I mean? And we have a big event out there a lot of times. And they request Vodkila. You know what I mean? And, you know, those people, they just drink it with some seltzer water and call it a day, but they love it. You know what I mean? So,
well, how you drink it?
Me, you know, I drink it like my wife drinking, man. She makes some Vodkila watermelon up with some pineapple and orange juice with some Kool-Aid, bro.
Oh, let's talk about it.
And that's my drink. You know what I mean? So
what flavor
when I do drink
red?
it, it got to be the red. You know that.
Yeah.
So, but nah, all jokes aside, man, it can be enjoyed any way that you like. You know what I mean? Just the same way you enjoy any of your vodkas or tequilas, man.
I'm sipping mine with a little Doze.
Little Dole pineapple, you know what I mean?
Shit is flavorful.
Make sure that's the right way to do it.
Well, talking about business, we at the barbershop, baby.
No
got
doubt.
Big Will.
Live
Big
at
Will,
the
what up?
barbershop.
You ever think about giving a couple barbers? You know what I'm saying? Because we talk to people all day.
Well, listen, man.
It's a nice idea.
That's definitely a great idea, man. I have my man Ted the barber. I always try to give him.
Ted, what up?
Yeah, what up, Ted? I always try to give him a few bottles. You know what I'm saying? So when his customers come in, they can kind of enjoy a little Friday night, little libation. You know what I mean? And also, the barbershop is the mecca of any neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? That's where everything happened at.
Yeah.
You want to know anything? Go in the barbershop, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You got arrested, got shot.
Nah, you definitely gonna know that.
Go
you know what I'm
early
saying?
in the morning.
The barbershop is most respected in the neighborhoods. I'll tell you the truth, because that's the real CNN right there.
You did.
You know what I mean? So, definitely, we try to keep that that connection, with the barbershop, because they get so many who don't get their hair cut. Even bald guys go get their beard cut out. You know what I'm saying? So, try to keep the connection with the community, and that's one thing that we were really big on when we started this brand, is the community. You know what I mean? We wanted to make sure that when we were benefiting off of this, we would be able to try to put money back in the community. We would try to put not saying that we want everybody to drink alcohol. Some people are against alcohol, but it's not about that. It's about the income that's being made. You understand what I'm saying? Off of the brands, where we can have our money work for us and work for our communities as well. We have so many different brands that are doing that are not putting money back into our communities. You understand what I'm saying? Or putting anything back into our communities, just to say the least. So
that's dope. That y'all do that.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? Because the youngsters, you don't want to drink this. The OG. Word. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt.
You ain't sipped none of this Vodkila yet.
Well, listen, I'm going to let y'all enjoy yourself, man. I'll take a sip of the watermelon.
All right, come on, baby.
The thing is,
saying?
We got to keep it professional.
Yeah. Well, this is live at the barbershop.
Live at the barbershop. This is where we need to be doing it at. Actually.
Yeah, man. Just talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
Doubt. Appreciate you.
And all that.
Mix that with a little of that pineapple juice. Actually, this watermelon, you really can't sacrifice. You can't. It's great by itself. Just chill. Honestly, you want to pop this bottle in the freezer, man, and you won't be able to walk past the freezer without grabbing that bottle and taking you a sip. Yeah, for real. I just mix it down because of my taste bud and what I like.
My cousin, he came in the barbershop. I don't know how he got in. I told Will lock the door,
What's
and
up,
he talking about he just want a part. He like, yo, just do my part real quick.
No doubt.
So he got a part with the watermelon. Bang. That's what we do, man. We talk that shit on live at the barbershop. So this is a hip hop based show. You know what I'm saying? We're going to take a couple shots, but we just want to jump into a nice question, and we're going to come back to the Vodkila.
No doubt.
In 1 second. You got a top 5 hip hop artists?
Oh man.
And then we gonna sip.
I'm a little old school, man, but for me, man, honestly, it's Pac, Tupac.
Yo, why he say Tupac? Why he say Tupac?
Tupac, Method Man, and Redman.
Okay,
actually, you know what I'm saying? LL Cool J, and one of the top right now, man. Honestly, I love Lil Wayne, dog. He's a man. You know what I mean?
He's official.
Yeah, to be old school, he's the gap between the old school and the new school too. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you said Pac is number 1, and then you said Lil Wayne is number 5. So
Love Jay-Z and love Big, man, but I mean, these are the ones who I listen to. So, you know what I mean? I love Jay-Z, like I said, Big always, you know what I'm saying? But these guys are like, super pioneers too. You know, you can never never leave them out of a lineup.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah. But he asked for 5, so I gave him 5, my first 5. Yeah, yo, listen. Now, if you were talking about the old school rap, Rakim, let me tell you something. He's the one who kind of got me and my first daughter's mother together. Man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Check out my bass, check out my melody. You know what I'm saying? No doubt.
But do you got a favorite Tupac song?
I love All Eyes on Me, man.
That shit is dope.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Mine is White Man's World.
Yeah, White Man's World is off the hook as well.
I listen to that shit like 10, 15 times back to back.
But the All Eyes on Me, I think that track is crazy.
Dope.
Yeah, I think just for his time, what he did in a short matter of time, you know what I'm saying? It just kind of it changed the landscape of hip hop, where he was hard, but I was watching when he was with Digital Underground. So I was loving them back then, as they come around from the underground, you know what I'm saying? And I was loving them from then. Then when he like transition, he used to be in my neighborhood a lot with the guys from Springfield. Shout out Young Guns. He used to be out in there with my man Stretch, R.I.P.
Yeah.
He used to be with all those guys. You know what I'm saying? So Tupac was like a Queens dude. Then he was a LA dude. You know what I'm saying? He could kind of blend with everybody, man.
Any neighborhood.
Any neighborhood was his.
He was good at that.
You understand what I'm saying? And then with him going from rapping to being an artist and into acting and doing it so easily. Just like he didn't have to try.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On some poetic justice kissing Janet Jackson type. It was just like, yo, he didn't have to even try. That's why what I love so much about him, man. Tupac, he was the man. I'm telling you.
And then Lil Wayne. Let's take it to Lil Wayne.
You
got a favorite Lil Wayne song?
You know what? I just like Lil Wayne's music. It's not even.
I ain't gonna front when he made that. The block is hot. The block is hot.
That was
I
crazy.
was like, oh
no, that was crazy.
Yeah,
that was crazy. I'm telling you. I just like his music. I like the way he put together the music with the beats, and whoever's producing all the beats for him and stuff like that, and just the transition he made as well, as far as being with Baby, and the whole Cash Money, being a little kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Coming up in hip hop.
And just coming up in hip hop. Like you know what I'm saying? He was just like a student of hip hop. And you could tell he listened to a lot of New York rap. Yeah. Just the way he flowed. You understand what I'm saying? And then he just took his career into every position where he wanted to take it. You know what I mean? It wasn't like he didn't have to study no more. It was like now guys need to follow me. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? So, I respect him, man. Yeah, definitely. And he talked he talked about, having the cars, having the girls, having this, the baby. Yeah, so, and the young Carter, man. You know what I'm saying?
That shit hard.
Yeah, so definitely love those guys, man. And, I just really want to take it back to Big and Jay-Z, because I didn't mention them in the 5, but those guys are phenoms, man. What Jay-Z is doing now as far as, just growing up, you know what I mean, and looking real, he look real important right now. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, to hip hop, and he a lot of younger rappers should aspire to be that. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to really change your whole identity, but you do want to grow up one day. And Jay-Z is the epitome of I'm grown hip hop. You understand what I'm saying? So that right there in itself, man, I think that's phenomenal. The transition he made. He married the baddest chick in the game. Woo! And at the same time, if he want to drop a hot 16 right now, everybody gonna have their ears to the radio.
He one of them dudes.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody gonna have their ear to the radio.
That's all
same as if Big was still alive, man. He created a just a genre, man. He created a whole new wave. He's what God bless the dead Pop Smoke is now. he was able to change the landscape of the Brooklyn rappers. You know what I mean? In a small amount of time. And then, after him, you had Bobby Smurda came in and did it. Then we had Young M.A. came in and did it. And Pop Smoke just came in and said, listen, I'm setting the tone now.
Yeah.
So, it just goes in eras, man, and it goes in with hip-hop, man, we're so diverse. And, we can kind of change we can make something out of nothing. And I think that's what it is. These kids got new followings. They got new, they got new people looking at them, you know what I'm saying? And it's just different. You feel me? It's just different, man. And I love it, man. I love the way they doing it, man. I love hip hop. It's my heart, man. And you know what I'm saying? And I love everything about it, bro.
You remember your first hip hop album that you bought with your own bread?
Oh man. Wow.
Mine was
Actually,
Fat
you
Boys.
know what? I didn't really have to buy albums because my brother was a DJ. Rest in peace. Shout out Shaz, my brother Mellow Muff, James Volstead. He was
You
a
was
DJ.
fortunate. That
shit
shit was there.
He was a DJ back then. You know what I'm saying? We had like Run DMC on our block all the time. LL Cool J used to come to the basement, spit a little something. My brother, was with my man DJ Blend. They were DJs on the block. Then I had my man Felio. He was an MC on the block. So Future Sounds. These were like big crews that we came up around. Who used to do DJ and with the crates and the big speakers and all that. So I didn't really have to buy any records, but as he was coming up, Love Is the Message was like crazy for him because he used to mix that like crazy. Rising to the Top. Things like that. I'm going back. My brother died at 19, but I was 15 at the time.
Okay.
So it was just like I was inspired by him. And it was like everything that I wanted as far as hip hop was right around me. I myself was into the break dancing. You know what I'm saying? The popping, the locking, the graffiti.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I grew up. I figure I was one of the forefront people of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I was one of the people who helped to kind of start the whole thing, the Beat Street thing and all of that. You know what I mean? Me and my crew, shout out Chaos Crew.
Shout out to them. What up?
You know what I mean? Yeah, no doubt. All the time with the windbreaker.
Yeah.
Taking the little patches off his felines, throwing them on my windbreaker,
So bringing it back to business from hip hop, you know what I'm saying? After going through that lifestyle of hip hop coming up, what gave you to say, you know what? I'm going to transform what I learned there and bring it into this Vodkila.
That was a real transition, man, because, it was like I always knew I wanted to do something, and it was like the streets was cool and, the graffiti, breakdancing, and hip hop all was gravy, but I wanted to bring something new like into the neighborhood because I seen the way the neighborhood was going. We were all tight niche, but then we were so far apart. You understand what I'm saying? So that's when I opened my store, Jazz My Cup. Shout out to my partner Greg.
Shout out to him.
We opened that store, and after a while, Greg had to go to bow out of it after a while, and I just kind of ran it for like a few more years. But it was just about community, man, and getting everybody into one place. I used to do the poetry. I used to do the live bands in there. For the kids, I used to have them come in and do give out little free ice cream and things like that for them to come in and just chill out and hang out. And the business just grew off of people from the neighborhood meeting up and saying, wow, I didn't know you lived around here. Yo, wow. I didn't know we had the same thing in common. You know what I mean? So I took that same energy into, helping develop this brand with some of my childhood friends. You know what I mean? And like I said, it wasn't a joke, but it was more or less of, yo, let's get something started. I'm like, nah, I own a flagship right here, right? I can't do just get something started no more. Now we got to do business because the rest of our life is going to depend on, us being able to be out there and create a wealth platform. You understand? For our kids and for the people who are right here looking at us, letting them know that, yo, you can do this too. This is something that you could do. You don't have to sit around and wait on somebody to just give you a job or, you know what I mean? Or just wait on somebody to tell you how to maneuver to get money. You understand what I'm saying? I'm helping to show you, you know, this is kind of a platform and a blueprint that I can show you. You know what I mean? So when I was able to learn, I'm always able to like kind of talk to somebody and say, yo, this is the way you do it. This is how you get into the industry. You understand what I'm saying? I was able to, you know, my man Cavello just came from I think he was Argentina. So, you know, he just got a nice blue wine. I helped him get some distribution here in the U.S. You know, a few more people who own a couple of vodkas. I helped him get distribution, man. So it's just really about growing the business and being able to kind of reach back and show some people, man, here's another way that we can make money. Because up until probably about less than 20 years ago, like, we didn't own liquor.
Word.
Right?
Word.
We didn't own liquor at all. You know what I'm saying? We didn't own, you know, some of wines we didn't own. But digging back into the generations, and I let me tell you a quick story if you don't mind. Like, my mother-in-law, I was frustrated with the business, just going through the manufacturing, distribution, you know, of the whole game of them, you know, taking advantage of the new guy. You feel me? And yeah, I was just having a conversation with my mother-in-law, and she was like, "Oh, baby, you know what? You know, when I was young, I was rich." I said, "What you mean you was rich?" She said, "My father used to have a brand called White Lightning. We used to make it up on a hill. I used to have a copper tube. I used to hold for him, and this is how they distilled liquor back in the days." You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. She was like, "Yeah, my father, like, we used to have hundreds of people coming up the hill to get their stuff and go." You understand what I'm saying? She said, but over time, you know, he let this white guy come up the hill instead of letting her cousins and her uncles run it down or whatever, you know, go do the distribution. And he showed them how to do it. And a matter of time, people stopped coming to get it. You understand what I'm saying?
He threw the monkey wrench in there.
Basically, and, you know, that right there was just like, she just was telling me, hold off and protect your secrets. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, man, she was just like, when I came to New York, man, they sent me with a fork and a spoon because that's all we had. They took everything out of our heritage. You know what I'm saying? Because my father was the biggest liquor runner, and I'm over there, I'm Googling White Lightning, and I'm like, damn, this shit is real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I mean? So, you know, sometime, man, things could just be not by accident, but by substance. You know? So that there right there, man, inspired me to really just keep going, man, and keep pushing, you know what I mean, and saying, yo, man, we could create something that's going to feed us and our kids for the rest of our lives. Like, you know, this is not the only thing, man. It's about growing the grapes as well. You know what I'm saying? And our people, let me say our people, our culture don't understand there's so much juice inside of here. You know, we could grow the grapes, bro. We could make the boxes. That's a business. You understand what I'm saying? You know, we can make the bottles. That's a business. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, we could just make the tops, the capsules. So, you know, to say that, man, is just like, this is so much bigger than what we think about. You understand what I'm saying? And we could really hem this whole thing up, man. It's our turn. You understand? And I'd love to see more of us as people get into this industry. You know what I mean? So now I'm in control of distribution as well. You know, fortunately, I was able to meet some key people in this industry. Shout out to Peter Morales. He's been in the industry for over 30 years, man. This dude does some phenomenal things, man. You know what I mean? He's distributed one of the biggest brands in the U.S. called Amoya. And people don't know about it now, but, you know, Henny paid them off to step aside. You understand what I'm saying? And this was ran by an African-American man. You know, but like I said, man, it's bigger than this bottle. But this bottle is what we need to create our platform and be out there and really make it work. You know.
So if you sat back and said, you know what, where do you see yourself in 10 years with this brand called Vodkila?
10 years from now, I see Vodkila being a household name. I see Vodkila being putting a lot of families to work, right? At the same time, I see myself with the amount of with the financial freedom I need to create all the other brands that I have up here. You understand what I'm saying? So that's definitely where I see myself with this brand. I see a lot of families being fed. I see a lot of people being inspired by our story, and just keeping our feet to the street, man, and learning everything that we need to learn about this business. So the 10-year plan, man, financial freedom, man.
Okay.
Make this Vodkila pay for everything. You feel me? So that's what we have with it.
We got a lot of youngsters that watch Live at the Barbershop. If you could say, you know what, I'm gonna give these shorties a little knowledge.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This might be my last platform is Live at the Barbershop.
Right.
What would you give a shorty to say for this brand? To say, all right, this is how you can do it.
Well, basically, man, stay focused. All right. If you want to get in this business, man, find the people who can direct you. Study it. Do your research. That's the biggest thing. Do your research, because this business, just like every white collar or corporate business, man, there are vultures out there. There's people out there that want to eat you alive. So you just make sure that you do your proper research. You get with the people that are moving in the correct direction as far as your manufacturers, your distributors, the people who work with you as far as ambassadors. The number one thing, man, is stay focused. Stay focused on what you're doing. You know what I mean? I'll leave y'all with that. Just stay focused, because just like this, hip hop or anything else, man, it's a real business. And when you get into it, you have to play to win. All right? And it's going to be a lot of people trying to knock you down. You know what? Keep your chest out and keep your feet on the floor and keep on pushing. And that's all I got to tell you, man. Keep moving. This is a wonderful industry to be in, but you won't know until you're in it.
Well, I know you was talking about ambassadors. Can you explain to a person what's an ambassador and what do they do for the brand?
Well, there's different type of ambassadors, but I'll explain to you like the Vodkila girls. They're ambassadors. What they do is go out and handle, like I told you, our in-store tastings. They go out and they connect with the people, their friends, their family, and wherever they go, they're able to talk about the brand and spread knowledge and give people about the brand. Same thing as the Vodkila DJs. They're also known as ambassadors, And then there's your ambassador that actually make things happen as far as creating leverage on sales. Okay, they become kind of your typical salesperson, but not the salesperson that knock on door to door. You understand what I'm saying? They become your face for your brand. When I say ambassador, they become the person that drives the income. You know what I mean? They're the influencer to the brand. You understand what I'm saying? And these things, all in one, man, you create such a powerhouse of a brand if you have the right people that are on your team that are helping you to really move this brand and get it out to different people, and having different people understand exactly what it is. I would say they are very needed, because before now, probably nobody ever seen the face of Jack Daniels. Probably nobody ever seen the face of Hennessy, or nobody ever seen the face of the guy who really owns Ciroc, but Diddy became the face. You understand what I'm saying? So that is what you call a real ambassador, putting your wind behind your back and the ground beneath your feet, and really pushing it to a level where it actually starts to pay off. Okay. You know what I mean? So we're always looking for great ambassadors out here. So
you out there, baby.
If you in hip hop, if you sing, if you have a skill, to sell, or if you have a skill to just be able to communicate with people, Vodkila's looking for you.
Okay. Well, how would they get in touch with you?
You could hit me on my social media. Give me a Facebook, Anthony Armstead, or on Instagram, @Ant_Armstead. You can hit me or just hit me at Vodkila at Vodkila.com. That's VOD-KILA.com. All right, Vodkila at VOD-KILA.com. Send me an email. I'll get back to you right away. And it's still 7 years in, but I still answer all the calls. You know what I mean? All the emails. So, you know what I mean? So definitely hit me up. You know, anybody looking for positions for Vodkila girls, hit me up. If you're looking, you know, if you want to become a Vodkila DJ, I can point you in the right direction. I have somebody handling that as well. So, you know, let's get with it, man. It's about building an empire. You know what I mean? And we have the infrastructure to build a brand or empire is if we put ourselves behind it.
Straight up.
That's it. You know what I mean?
Well, what will be well, let's talk about flavors. How many flavors do you guys have?
Right now, we only on the market with the 2 flavors, which is the watermelon
and the straight,
which is a 70 proof. This is 100% natural watermelon. It's corn-based vodka, grown here in New York, and then we import our tequila from Mexico. So that's the watermelon. We came out with the first natural watermelon. We don't use any preservatives, no kind of artificial flavoring, anything. We decided to make sure that what you were getting was perfect. Watermelon. You understand what I'm saying? The watermelon flavor. And you'll start seeing a lot of watermelons out there. You know, I'm not going to say the watermelon they had to snatch off of the market, but you'll see Vodkila is still standing, still has the last stand. Then we have our Vodkila Straight. That's out right now as well on the market. That's an 80 proof. It's just straight vodka and tequila, same flavor. It's an 80-20, 80% vodka, 20% tequila. It has same thing, natural corn vodka and blue agave tequila. We import that from Mexico as well. So listen, if you want a great brand, you definitely want to try the Vodkila. We have the 5 more flavors. I'm not gonna disclose those right now.
Chill.
Just be surprised. You're gonna be
Everybody
very
in the
surprised.
barbershop trying to get in and
you're gonna be very surprised when you see those flavors come. But like I said, it's about longevity. You know what I mean? And we want to do it right. Yeah. So everything that we're able to take in, as far as what's happening in the world of this adult beverage industry, we take in. And when we push it out to the world, man, you guys are going to be so surprised.
I love it. I'm sitting here drinking
that.
it. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that.
It's delicious.
No doubt.
So, talking about vodka, you know what I'm saying? Did you guys go over to Mexico and
we actually deal with an importer from there. So he came to the US and we dealt with him as far as shout out to Juan. We dealt with him as far as him being able to bring us samples here. You know, we're still gonna make that trip to Mexico, but we just haven't yet. You know, we're just on the ground, you know, just running the day-to-day operations and things like that. But we were able to connect with an importer from Mexico who actually was able to give us different variations of their tequila. You know what I mean? And it hit home. I mean, we took about 2 years just to develop this here. You know, and when I say 2 years, that was okay. Let's go up to where our manufacturer was and try samples. Nah, this is not it, because this is not what we really want to give the people. You know, nah, we will go back again 2 months, 3 months with them of development. And it's funny because he was like, after about almost a year, he was like, yo, stay home. Let me send it to you. All right. And you tell me if it's good. You know what I mean? Because you wasting a lot of money coming up here. So, man, after about close to 2 years, boom, it came through. I was like, this is the one. You know, I always had a great amount of friends who became my tasting panel. You understand what I'm saying? So it was like whenever those bottles came in the mail, I was like, listen, we having a meeting. I need you guys to come to the crib, get together, or we're coming over to check it out. I need y'all to tell me what y'all think about this. So, you know, and that's the great thing about having good friends, because although they love you, some of them are really harshly truthful to you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I like that.
So that's why it was great to do it amongst, you know, friends who really cared about what you're putting out to the market and to the consumers and to the world. You understand what I'm saying? So like I said, those friends from day one were part of the tasting panel. So it was like, oh, that ain't it. You know, I won't allow you. We good. I won't allow you to put anything like that out to the market. You understand what I'm saying? And that's just truthful. You know, and that's what it is. You know, just getting the people who are around you to say, okay, I really enjoy this, because that's the people I want drinking it. The people who I'm with. You understand what I'm saying? And the people who they know, and the people who they know. You understand what I'm saying? So that's how we spread it. So
Word of mouth.
With one of those things, man. With the way that is, we just got to keep it authentic, you know, and really try to give people things that they love, you know, and that's the Vodkila's mission. You know what I mean? Drink selectively. You know, you might like something else, but be selective, and you do have this on the market that you can drink.
Be selective, baby.
You know what I mean?
Word. I got balls. Pause.
No doubt.
Got a T-shirt.
No
you know
doubt.
What I'm saying? Vodkila, baby. I got a swimming pool now, so my grandson gonna play with this.
That goes straight in the swimming pool.
You dig?
You know?
Word. I mean, as far as branding, do you have a person that says, you know what, this is the lane that you got to take? Because this is a lot of stuff to be doing.
That's part of the business that you grow into.
Okay.
You have, everybody would tell you to do something different, you know. All you have to do is put it here. It's going to get big. All it needs to be, this person needs to be drinking it, and it's going to get big, right? Being in the business, you come to find out as a brand owner, those things aren't the way that it works.
Yeah.
You know, I feel that the person who is ready, who's ready, will step into Vodkila. You understand what I'm saying? Because
Facts.
they have to be ready personally. They have to understand that they have to wear this on their back. They have to understand that everything they do has to be about this. My man Gordon Bostic, shout out to you, in Virginia. You know, he just took Virginia by storm. You know what I mean? And he wore his Vodkila on his back, literally. And you know, he just created an audience out there who was saying, wow, this is something new. You know, we're going to follow you while you do this, you know. So, you know, he's just one piece of the puzzle. But that person or that entertainer or that person who's going to be the one that helped move this brand to the next level is out there. They're out there. And I believe that's going to happen. You know what I mean? We have thousands of brands. When you go in a liquor store, you shelf surf because there's so much stuff out there. The people who like what they like go and grab what they like. But how many of those brands out there wish they were selling every 5 minutes? You understand what I'm saying? And that needs a push. That always needs people, or that needs something out there that has that energy that's going to help them. That alcohol keep moving, you know. We have a great taste in alcohol, so I can't say that it ain't gonna, you know, it's not gonna
I already
move.
said this shit is delicious, nigga. This shit got me wavy.
That's
right
about
now.
90% of it right there, you know. But you know, the rest of the makeup is really just having the right ambassadors and having the right people that's part of your organization that's going to help you to really move it in the right direction. That's gonna make this brand really pop. You know what I mean? And you out there, I'm waiting for you.
I see you. I see you, baby. Word. So let's talk about this brand, man, on the outro. You know what I'm saying? Who came up with this bottle? Because this shit is pretty nice.
Well, you know what? I'm going to tell you the blessing and the curses of this particular brand. I had created a great bottle in about 10 years ago. Created a great bottle, had a diamond in the bottom of it. We was doing some business with China. China manufactured me about 30,000 of those bottles. And at the time, we had already gotten distribution before the product was in. Manufacturing was set. We had got distribution by one of the largest distributors in the U.S. It was Empire Merchants. And they were like, okay, let's get it done. We're going to take your first 2 pallets, which is about 112 cases, which means a nice little bit of change starting off in this business.
You did.
You know? So we were like, cool, all right, let's do that. We actually got our shipment from China. It went directly to our manufacturer who was in Michigan, who was going to mass manufacture everything for us, the liquor, put everything together, the vodka with the tequila, and do everything there. I got a call about an hour after we first went on the production line. We have a production date that we're going to run. They give us the date. I got a call about an hour later. He told me, Mr. Armstead, what's going on? How we look? Your bottles are breaking. I'm saying, what? He said, every time we put the bottles on the line, the tops are breaking off of all of them. So these are some of the nightmares you may have in this industry, just to let you know that, you know, everything ain't all sweet.
Yeah.
You know? So, bam, we had to shut down the production. We had to pay a large amount of money just to have that run that didn't happen, right? Because that was production time that was set out for us. I said, you know what? Went back to our distributor and said, listen, we have to have another meeting. We can't have the product here by a date. And this was a year to the date. April 1st, we were supposed to have the product. We had to cancel. We waited almost a year, exploring bottles, getting bottles. I said, you know what? We have our logo. We have everything. Why don't you just put it on one of those generic bottles for me? Grey Goose has a pretty nice bottle, and it's for sale. Let's use that. So this was a substitute bottle. You know what I mean?
It's dope.
But we were able to pull it off because not only did we have distribution, but people wanted it. You understand what I'm saying? People wanted Vodkila. People were like, yo, when y'all coming out? You know what I mean? When y'all coming out? So it was one of those things like, okay, either we do it now or never. We always have a chance to change. You understand what I'm saying? So let's get it done. Let's get it out to the masses, and let's see what we can do, man. And yo, that April 1st next year, this bottle was on the shelf. We did, and I'm just gonna speak numbers if you don't mind.
Oh no, we need that, baby.
We did 200,000 the first year on sales with this bottle, and that was just a substitute. You know what I mean? So that just showed me that, wow, you can really get these kind of numbers off of
the sub
selling
came
alcohol?
in and dunked.
Yeah, like, you know, that was like 5 years of me working. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know? But at the end of the day, you know, all of that went back into the product. All of it went back into promoting, went back into the, you know, and I'll tell you too, man, invest back into your product, man. Your first bit of money that you get, do not go and spend like crazy. Invest back into your product because you're going to need it. If you spend all of your money, you won't have any money to do marketing, promotion, you know, pay people to just do tastings, you know. Even some of these bars and stores, they want you to pay them just to be on their shelves. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a kind of a dog-eat-dog business, but it is business at the end of the day.
So you sitting here right now, and I'm like, all right, this is good. If I wanted to buy this, what would I be spending?
Right now, this retails right now in any store for about $29.99. I've seen some stores market all the way up to $40, which is I'm trying to actually work on those numbers and make sure that they have a medium price that it can be purchased for. You know what I mean? I was able to drop my first level pricing down down to the distributors so that, you know, they can sell it for a lot less, so that the people can the masses can buy it. And don't get me wrong, I'm selling it for less. Not that it's a lesser brand or less quality. It's just that in the market you're competing with brands that are pretty much the same level you on that are selling for a lot less. So you have to kind of be right there with them. You understand what I'm saying? When we first got with Empire Merchants, these bottles were being sold for $40 a pop. And that was scary to the consumer. Pulling out 120 is cool, but I got to pull out 220s to get that bottle. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I can get something that's been promoted with hundreds of millions of dollars for the same price, a little bit less. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to watch your market as well. You can't let the distributors get you out of the market, price you out of the market. That's very important when it comes down to this business. You cannot do that. You have to be in a range where your people love your brand, but it also sells. You know, they could love it and just don't want to get it because they don't have enough money. You understand what I'm saying? So, and a lot of our marketing also, it's been general marketing, but a lot of our market has been urban marketing. You know what I mean? So we know their spend. If I can go and get if I'm gonna spend $40, I'm gonna get the Henny because it's been around forever. I think it's worth it. You understand what I'm saying? So as we adjust pricing and adjust things, and the price levels will start inching back a little bit. But right now, I would like to have it on a fair price. You know what I'm saying? Where people can actually purchase it and enjoy it as well and try it.
Okay.
And just like anything else, if you really love it, if it goes up, are you really going to care? You know what I mean? So we would definitely want to have it on a level where people can actually get up and grab it.
I know we sitting down having a conversation, but for a one-on-one conversation, how would you say, all right, a lot of people drink Henny, you know what I'm saying? And it's like kind of embedded in them. How would you open a palate to say, you should try some Vodkila?
That happens a lot. We just need to get out and do tastings, get it into the happening places where people are able to taste it. You understand what I'm saying? People are able to just try something different. We have to be in their face. That goes with the ambassadors. That goes with the way we promote the product, our social media, our Instagrams, Twitters, things like that. We need to just keep abreast with that so that people can still hear it and say, oh, okay, where are they going to be next? I'd like to taste this. You know what I mean? Or, during the holiday times, you know what I'm saying? We may do like a little package or something where we're asking stores to, help us out with some promotion and things like that. You know what I mean? So people are able to put it on their palate, you know what I'm saying? And just to see if they like it. You know what I mean? It's like I said, we get a lot of, I don't want that. I like brown. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's kind of a mental thing as well. So we have to kind of just not play with people. Let me use the right words. We have to kind of be persuasive and we have to be clever on how we gain our customers. You understand what I'm saying? So I think that's just the way it is. Just kind of, you have a lot of people who trick. People don't know years ago, Hennessy used to throw empty bottles into the gutter to make everybody think that everybody was drinking Hennessy.
Gangster.
You understand what I'm saying? So you have to be clever.
That's gangster.
You have to be clever when it comes down to marketing. You understand what I'm saying? And that's just the gist of it. And as we move along and as we learn more about this industry, then all of that's gonna come. So we have some clever campaigns coming up. Yeah. You know what I mean? We have some clever, but like I said, like I said, this is first generation. There's no blueprint. You know what I mean? And it was so tight closed, this industry, that the people who would open up to you would say to themselves, like, why would I give away my secret? You understand?
Dope.
So, it's just about us creating. And I believe that our culture, we have such an impact on alcohol, clothes, music, all of that stuff. You know what I mean? We have such an impact. You know what I mean? We just have to understand ourselves that we need to do this. You understand what I'm saying? We need to do this. Why? If you don't like it, why not pick up a bottle and take it to your friend or take it to your relative or
Facts.
or give it away for a gift? You understand what I'm saying? So if I tell you I'm giving you $5 back off of a bottle, you know what I mean? Why not? When these other brands aren't going to give you anything. They're not even putting anything back into your neighborhood.
And you ain't even going to see the money working.
You'll never see the money working.
They see you, they like, oh, all right.
And I have to keep
That's Mr. Vodkila right there.
Keep it real. I have to keep it blunt and keep it real. Hennessy spent $20-something million on rebuilding the Vatican. You understand what I'm saying? But how much of our stuff don't burn down and we didn't get any of that money? But we some of the biggest consumers.
They're not even gonna send us a free bottle. They're not even gonna say y'all working here, drink this bottle on us.
It's about understanding, right?
Yeah.
It's about understanding your culture and understanding what's important for you to do to get in the game and to be able to build something off of something else. So I mean, I'm telling y'all right now. Vodkila's giving back. So when it comes down to the ball games and, helping out with, we dealing with a nonprofit organization right now. And, we donate to them, for them to help with the children with, schoolwork, after school programs, just the little things like that we can give back, man. And I think that's just important for us in our culture, period, about giving back.
Well, this is Live at the Barbershop, you know what I'm saying? And we got the barber Big Will in the building, you know what I'm saying?
Big Will.
He over there at Profile Cuts. If y'all need a cut, y'all go to Profiles and y'all see the big muscle guy and y'all holla at Will, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
Yo, Will, you got a question for Mr. Armstead?
My thing is what's the is it type of financial that you looking for to make the brand bigger, or any type of promotion or any type of endorsement?
Well, that's always the number one factor. I'll be honest with you. Financing this brand it's been tough, but it's been done. Of course, you need the bigger dollars to do the bigger things. You understand what I'm saying? So, your landscape only gets larger, as you pump more financing into it. So basically, you don't see Vodkila on 1,000 billboards, but you see a lot of other brands because they have the finances to do that. The humongous events and parties and things like that. We do exactly what we can, but it's all about staying in your lane. Like, I'm not trying to break the company on one party. You understand what I'm saying? So, financial partners are always great when it comes down to building a company. You know what I mean? So those are some of the things that, we work through. We have different people who want to come in on certain levels, but, we needed to be clean. We needed to be, real business. And we need to make sure that when you put your money with this, or you put, your energy with this, then it's going to be beneficial to everybody. You know what I mean? So, definitely financing is a big part of this business, because manufacturing costs, you know what I mean? The whole Shark Tank thing, you see people on there, they give away almost all of their, profit. Yeah, you know what I mean? And it's like, why should I take you? And you had to give it all away. But the real reality is that I needed people to see it. I needed people to understand and know what this is. You understand what I'm saying? I just didn't have enough wit to know that I gave everything away and can't do it again. So it's really just, creating different platforms to generate income. Of course, your sales is always most important. You know what I mean? But what about, if we get a superstore, like, even like ABC that we're in now, and they call for, we need 30 pallets, right? We didn't make enough sales to make 30 pallets. So at the end of the day, finance is always important. Building your credit, building up, your business credit and things like that is always important. There's a lot more distributors. I'm actually a distributor too. Shout out Black Hawk Imports. I'm actually a distributor too. I distribute a lot of different wines and spirits from all over the world. But Vodkila is just my baby. You know what I mean? So through this, I was able to partner with a person, with Peter Morales, like I said, who owns his own distributorship. You understand what I'm saying? And that's just one of the great things about being in this business. You meet people, bro, you just like, wow, like who said who? I distribute wine from South Africa, from Argentina, from all over the world. And just to help with, building that empire that he started. And that's just what it is. Like, I see something there, right? Why can't I just step in and help him build it? You understand what I'm saying? And I just have my brands distributed outright right by it, So, and that just came by just being in the industry, and just being able to be savvy and talk, and people liking my hustle, and people liking the way that I move around in this industry and talk to different people, So that's been humongous for me.
Dope. Well, first of all, we like to say, I appreciate your time.
Oh, without a doubt. Live at the barbershop.
Because you took the time out of your busy day to come by the barbershop and shout out the people, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So we like to say I appreciate that.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, man.
Armstead, you know what I'm saying?
Thanks for having me.
This shit is good as fuck. I ain't gonna front, nigga. I'm bent. Like, I'm
Yeah.
ready to,
And you drinking it straight.
Yeah, always straight. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
But I'm gonna try to
yeah, the watermelon.
The watermelon. I'm gonna try it, but I always go for the straight.
No doubt. And the ladies, man, let me tell you something. The ladies love that watermelon, bro. Now it's built for a man, but the ladies love it. You know
I like
what I'm saying?
that. Built for a man.
But the ladies,
love it.
You know,
that sound like that commercial where
that
what's my man name? What's his name? Billy D. Williams with the Colt 45.
Yeah.
Built for a man, but made for a woman.
There you go.
You gotta get a smooth brother to say that.
Yeah, without a doubt.
With
I
a
might
deep
have
voice.
you doing it.
Hey, built for a man, but made for a woman.
You know what I'm saying?
Over here live at the barbershop, we
Live
like
at
to
the
shout out
barbershop.
brands, you know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Crack Era, Kevin Chow, shout out to him, you know what I'm saying? Big Will, Profiles,
Big Will.
shout out to him, you know what I'm saying? Cuzzo in the back, Social Media House in the back, you know what I'm saying? Urban Swag pulled up, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people in the building. We always gonna shout out Pure Hood Radio, you know what I'm saying? What up?
Everybody, man.
But this is the day of you. So we shouting you out.
That's what's
so
up.
this is all day Vodkila.
That's it. World's first vodka and tequila blend. World's first premium vodka and tequila blend. Definitely, man. Listen, pick it up in your local liquor stores. We have stores in Queens that you can get it. We're in Long Island, Brooklyn. We're working on a lot of stores in the Bronx now. Shout out to the Vodkila girls that are now, doing a lot of promotion for us in the Bronx. Bronx Spirit, that's one of our biggest stores in the Bronx. We're just trying to move it, man. Like I said, you can get it in Jersey. You can get it in Michigan. You can get it in Chicago. We're just trying to move, man. We're trying to take over states. We're trying to build one state at a time, get the proper distribution, and bring you guys, a fantastic drink. Fantastic, way of life, man. It's a lifestyle, Vodkila life. We are the vodka killer. Remember that.
Yo, if you build a tight foundation, your roof won't collapse. And that's all day live at the barbershop. Yo, I'm going to sip on some more of this Vodkila on the outro. You dig? You know what I'm saying? I'm enjoying myself. Big Will, what up? Ant, what up?
Oh, man, it's all good, man. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate
Social Media House. Bang. Dumb out. Oh, yeah. Yo, I'm about to sip on another one of these, B. Oh, yeah.
Good luck, family. Appreciate y'all, man.
You already know, man. Word.